It is 8:13. A local record company is offering a classical musician a chance to live out their dream as a recording artist. Joining us today to talk more about it, James Ginsberg, president of CD Records. Jim, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you.
Oh, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about CD first of all, because your company now more than 30 years have been promoting Chicago classical musicians and offering them recording contracts and really getting Chicago out there as a center for great music.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's our mission as a nonprofit. We're the only label known that's devoted specifically to promoting the classical musicians of a specific metropolitan area, in this case, Chicago. And our mission is to produce wonderful recordings with these musicians, but also use those recordings to promote their careers and really get their music out to the whole world.
And the recognition has been phenomenal. Many Grammy nominations, many Grammy awards as well.
Indeed, we're currently up to 35 nominations and 8 awards. Yes.
You must be so proud of that.
Well, I'm proud of our musicians.
When you started this more than 30 years ago, what did you think would come of it, and what are your thoughts on where you are today?
At the beginning, I just wanted to get some of these musicians who I was finding in concerts, but literally not on recordings at all. Chicago, other than the symphony, this back in the 80s, there was no classical recording really going on at all. So I thought, well, somebody really should be getting these musicians out there. And then over time, the mission evolved and we became nonprofit more and more towards actually promoting the careers of these musicians and giving them a platform which has allowed them to reach such much wider audiences, get more bookings, get more recognition.
And then 4 to 5 years ago, you came up with the idea to have this competition to be able to offer someone who is not known a chance to have their own contract, I guess, and their own record.
So as the mission evolved more and more towards promoting these careers, and we were working with more and more young artists, so we had the idea, well, let's actually put a call out to young musicians, and that's why we call it our emerging artist competition, and see who the next generation of great classical musicians in Chicago are. And for example, our first competition in 2021 was won by a young saxophonist named Julian Velasco, who got to make this album
this CD right here.
As a result. But I'm actually producing right now an album with Carissa Chu, a violinist who was another finalist in that competition. So even though there's the only one winner, this competition potentially introduces us to many wonderful artists who deserve recording.
Jennifer Hudson did not win American Idol, but she's sure a star now, isn't she?
Perfect example.
Talk about what's happening today. You have whittled down. We have the finals today, this afternoon. Talk about that.
All right, so the competition starts with submissions that are reviewed, and we whittled that down to 7 semifinalists who performed for a panel of judges yesterday. And the performances were really amazing. It was a tough decision, but we whittled that down to 3 finalists for today.
And who are we going to be hearing from today?
So in order, they'll be performing pianist Seho Young, oboist Oliver Tudluker, and pianist Tamila Saminjanova.
And one of them is from Chicago, but they're all Chicago-based artists?
Yeah, they're all Chicago-based, and Oliver was actually born and raised here, yes.
What does this do for you when you see all of these young artists kind of coming through? Classical music is appreciated by a certain percentage of our population, but it's not the mainstream music that we have out these days like we had maybe 200 years ago.
Well, one of the things I love about the variety of artists we have is that they appeal to many different segments. So there are core classical artists like, say, pianist Jorge Federico Osorio, who, by the way, is one of the judges of our competition, but there's Eighth Blackbird and Third Coast Percussion, who are Grammy winners for us and who appeal, those are both modern music ensembles who appeal to generally a much younger and more diverse audience. And of course, organizations like the Chicago Sinfonietta, the nation's most diverse orchestra, appeals to yet another segment.
It is wonderful just to put on a classical album sometimes and chill out with some wine at home. Jim, thank you so much. Let's show the folks at home how they can be a part of the final competition happening this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Spertus Institute's Feinberg Theater. You can RSVP at cdrecords.com. It's ced.org. Okay, sounds good. Do we have it correct on there? Yes, we do. cdrecords.org on there. It was wrong on the prompter. Sorry about that. And you also have a live stream as well happening on the website?
Yes, if you go to our website, cdrecords.org, right at the top is a banner, and you can click that to watch the live stream.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jim. Good to see you.
Thank you. This has been wonderful.
Have fun this afternoon.
I will.